Hello, everybody, and a very warm welcome to you to this amazing full moon coming up in Aquarius at 19 degrees and 21 minutes on the 12th of August. As I'm sure most of you are feeling, the intensity is increasing. One thing after another, we're getting tested. We're getting tested in terms of our resilience, our ability to stay the course and stay true to yourself. That's one of the biggest messages of this full moon energy. We're just right in this rare triple conjunction. The energies are still going on, probably I would say until towards the end of August. This powerful energy of awakening. We've got actually a grand cross. I'm going to cover it in another diagram, but I wanted to just show you the small picture initially, and then we'll widen it out. First thing to find out for yourself is, do you have any planets in fixed signs? Scorpio, Taurus, Leo, Aquarius. These four signs are going to be especially affected by these energies. Now, you may be a Cancer sun, but have the moon in Leo. So the more you know about your chart and where this energy of 19 degrees of the fixed signs is in your chart, you'll know if you're going to be especially affected and which life areas are going to be triggered. So, the apex of this energy is Taurus, because ruler of Aquarius, the moon is in Aquarius, is Uranus. Uranus is in Taurus. We've got this energy of the triple conjunction, the North Node, and the Mars. Mars is moving forwards. It's a little bit away. It's still widely conjunct, but exactly conjunct is this Uranus energy in Taurus. This is really awakening us to have a new relationship with Mother Earth. I always laugh, my dear Auntie Jenny says, nobody waters the garden better than God does. There is a divine energy in nature, in the trees, in the birds, in the insects, in the animals, that's constantly vibrating. And we don't necessarily hear it or notice it or pay attention to it. But there is awakening of energy into our bodies to tune into Mother Nature. However you can do it. There are so many ways. There is an honoring. I like to say hello to all the different trees and bushes, and certainly my lovely plants. I talk to them every day. Can you talk to nature, and can you listen to the answers and the messages that she's sharing with you? Taurus is encouraging you best you can, not so easy with Mars and Uranus close to one another, to find the calm, sweet spot. And nature will help you to do that. Hugging a tree, looking at a flower, going out at night and looking at the stars if you're not in a big city with lots of light pollution at night. Taurus rules the voice, the singing voice. So this is a great time for chanting, for dancing, because the body speaks. What is your unique tone? And are you singing your tone? This is all part of the awakening, because the more that you can sing, this is why I love our beautiful community here, about bringing one another out in our greatest potentials, because Taurus rules your talents, your gifts, and encouraging one another to bring out your light, the beautiful colors and tone and sound that you make and only you alone can make. So the more you can get in touch with that sound, because our ears, of course, we don't pick up what dogs pick up, do we? So we know there's so much more going on that we're not picking up. But the Uranian energy is encouraging us to pick up the finer frequencies. We're also being encouraged, because Taurus rules our food. There's a lot of publicity at the moment of shortages and this and that and the other. And I'm not saying they're not real, but what we are being awakened to and being upgraded towards is a new food of the future. As Yogananda said, the food of future humanity will be raised, absorbed directly from within or from nature. Mankind will not have to depend upon the transmutation of food elements for body energy. So that's what we're moving towards. Not to say that we can't enjoy food, but that we won't have such a dependency and a fear, if it's not going to be there for a while, that we'll have other ways of using our bodies in different vibratory fields that will make us just as satiated. It's exciting, isn't it? Taurus again. Taurus rules beauty. Ruler of the Venus energy is actually in Leo. So we've got Sun and Venus in Leo at this time. They're not conjunct. And we're getting an awakening now as to redefining beauty. Yeah, I mean, your body changes. Yeah, certainly my hair's changed, my skin's changed. I've got a few wrinkles and scars and sunspots and all sorts of things. And the societal influences that we cover them up, we stretch them out, we lift them up. Yeah, whatever it is that we're being encouraged to do, and spending billions of dollars, pounds, euros, whatever, on something that is not the main show. It's wonderful, but there's so many traumas and energies that we're spending on keeping it going rather than expressing the beauty from within. It's whatever is vibrating from within you is truly what we're going to be looking towards as we move towards these higher frequencies. It's not going to matter how old somebody is, so much as what are they emanating? What do you feel energetically? Yeah, you might have a scraggy neck, you might have bits and pieces, as my dad used to say when he was 80, bless his heart, bits and pieces start to drop off. But he always had his smile and always cheering people up. So don't put your focus, it's a change of focus. That's really what this is about. There's so much in this. I've really been meditating deeply. So Taurus is about simplicity, living more simply, living with gratitude, and focusing your energy on living at the highest possible vibration. The Leo energy is encouraging you to live here with childlike wonder, to remember that inside everyone, no matter how old you are, is a child. Is a child that's maybe got tainted with certain things, but to begin to see from the heart. And as Einstein said, there are only two ways to live your life. One is as though nothing is a miracle, and the other is as though everything is a miracle. And that's this message of the sun in Leo, heart energy. Now let's get to the other part, which is we've got Saturn conjunct the moon in Aquarius. So here we have the head energy. Yes, this is more mental, air signs of mental energies. And we've got Saturn and the moon together. So this is really asking you to look at, what am I taking too personally? wonderful thing that Aquarius can do. It can be quite detached and quite cool. And sometimes that's needed. I noticed sometimes, I had a friend who's not been in touch for a while, and I was noticing myself, saying, oh, I'm not very important to her, yada, yada, yada. Yeah, all that stuff, taking it again personally. This is the chopping away of things that you're taking personally, that are tightening you up, that are ruining your pleasure and your childlike wonder of being alive. So that's the energy here. We're also going to be dealing with our freedoms. All these energies, as you know, are coming up. I don't need to say much more about that. But it's going to be important to look at what makes me feel free and what makes me feel tied down. And not necessarily to look outside as much as to look within. Where am I limiting myself? Where am I holding myself back? The thing about the fixed signs is they're super resilient, they're super strong, but they don't like to budge. Now, there's so much in this. I did another little diagram for this moon energy. And I wanted to show you that, in fact, we're under the frequency of a grand cross, a fixed grand cross. So when there's a fixed cross, you're dealing with 4 different elements: earth, water, fire, air. And when planets are at 90 degrees to one another, they're at a different frequency. So we're going to have to work with these 4 energies and see how to bring them into balance. So here we're dealing with this earth energy being extremely strong. I would say this is the apex here. This is the most important energy to put your focus on. What nurtures you? How can I connect more with Mother Earth? How can I speak from my heart? What's my music? All that. Opposite that, we've got the South Node in Scorpio working very quietly, secretly, behind the scenes. And what must we move away from? This is all to do with issues of censorship, surveillance. How do you feel about these things? What are you watching? What are you involved in? Where do you feel you must not budge? All right, where must I stay strong? That's this question of this energy here. Scorpio ruling the sexual organs. I wouldn't be surprised if there's more issues around sexuality, the abortion issue. I mean, there's so much in this. And the South Node is, what do we need to leave behind? What's pulling us back and pulling us down to old patterns of behavior that we no longer need and are no longer serving us? So sexual energy in its right place, not obsessive, not compulsive, and certainly not causing harm to others. So this is a big hot topic. I'm not going to go further into that, but I think you get my gist. So we've got the sexual organs, we've got the throat, the voice, and the ears. How well am I listening? Taurus is very much about listening. So put your energy into really feeling like a dog. Really, can I prick my ears up? And am I really listening to what's going on? And that generally comes from silence, quietness, peacefulness. Here we've got this heart energy of the Leo. Remember to come from your heart, come from that energy of kindness, of playfulness, of innocence. See, these energies, they're so different. And here we've got the Aquarian archetype, which is knowing when to be detached and to be cool and not get caught up in the heat of some of the polarities. Now, one of the things about the fixed signs is sometimes they get really stuck. So it's going to be important to look at your life and look at, where am I stuck? And maybe there's something I need to communicate or do or change that may be uncomfortable to do. Chances are it will be with this fixed cross, but it's going to free me. It's going to liberate me. Maybe it's ending a particular relationship. It could be a personal relationship. It might be a business relationship. But something you know in your heart of hearts, you've got to do something about this. And I've got to break free. Really important. So I'm going to finish you with an Einstein quote here, which is, life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving. So keep in mind that as fixed and as strong as this energy is, because it's strong, am I moving? Am I continuing to move? Am I continuing to grow? And can I find that balance between being stable, grounded, and centered, and yet at the same time exploring new horizons and new possibilities? Woo, that was a long, long one. I don't usually do such long ones, but this is just felt like it was extremely important. I look forward to your feedback. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. It helps the algorithm and more of our soul family to connect together. Much love to you.